Color in digital media. In this lesson, we're going to address understanding our RGB, CMYK, and HSB colors, recognize color theory terms and concept, and use color matching systems. I want you to be able to specify the appropriate color modes, understand the differences between the color models, become familiar with color terminology, identify and use basic color theory, and recognize the advantages of the color matching systems. A color model is a group of color models identified in a way that computers can understand. Primary colors are basic colors that cannot be created by mixing other colors. Mixing two primary colors creates a secondary color. Combining three different colors of light at different intensities to produce a whole range of other colors is called additive color mixing. The RGB color model uses red, green, and blue primary colors plus different intensities of light to create colors on an electronic display like a computer screen. The RGB triplet is a combination of numbers indicating light intensity for the red, green, and blue primary colors in the RGB color model and representing a certain color within that model. Subtractive color mixing is mixing pigment colors to absorb different amounts of light and create a range of colors. The CMYK color model is based on cyan, magenta, yellow, and black pigments, which are used to create full color on printed materials. HSB color model is a color model based on human perception of color that uses hue, saturation, and brightness to define a color. Hue refers to the general color expressed by a value between 0 and 360 degrees. Saturation refers to the intensity of a hue on a scale of 0 to 100%, and brightness is a measure of how light or dark a color is on a scale of 0 to 100%. You use RGB for projects that will be viewed on an electronic screen, such as a website, a slideshow presentation, or video. You use CMYK for any project that's destined to be printed on a commercial press, like a book, a magazine, a poster, or a brochure. The range of colors that a color model can produce is called a gamut. Out of gamut refers to colors that are part of a range of one color model, but not another. The color mode is a way to indicate to a computer what color model is used when representing colors. The color wheel is a visual representation of primary, secondary, and tertiary colors that can be used for understanding and using basic concepts in color theory. The tertiary color is a color created when a primary and secondary color are mixed together. Hue is basically just another word for color. You can use this term interchangeably. Black, white, and gray are not hues in color theory. They're neutral colors. Neutrals are mixed with hues to change the nature of a color. A hue mixed with black creates a shade of that color. A hue mixed with white produces a tint. When gray is mixed with a hue, the result is a tone of that color. A range of gray is called grayscale. Hues opposite of each other on the color wheel are called complementary colors. In RGB model, blue and yellow are complementary colors. Hues next to each other on a color wheel are called analogous colors. In RGB, red and orange. Colors can produce different impressions. Colors vary based on age, gender, culture, and personal experience. A few associations: red is usually senses anger, excitement, danger. Orange, associated with autumn. Yellow, harmony or anxiety. Green gives a soothing feeling. Blue is tranquility. Purple suggests royalty. Black is evil. And white represents purity. A color theme is a combination of different hues that work together to create color harmony. Color harmony is a cohesive and pleasing combination created by a group of colors. Monochromatic color theme includes a single color combined with shades and tints of that color. The most subdued color theme, and it doesn't offer a lot of contrast in design. It's easy to create and can make designs look elegant and calm. Complementary color theme includes two colors that sit directly across from one another on a color wheel. To make a design more interesting, you can expand a complementary color theme by using different shades, tints, and tones of the two complementary colors in the theme. The contrast between complementary colors makes these themes vibrant and gives a sense of excitement to a design. It works best if you choose one main color and use the other color for smaller details. Your analogous color theme includes colors that are next to one another on the color wheel to create a sense of calm and unity. Triadic color theme includes three evenly separated hues from a color wheel. They have a lot of contrast and energy. Some color theme tools: you can automatically generate color themes using online tools. Adobe Cooler is a color tool that you can use to automatically generate a color theme by selecting a base color and then selecting a color rule such as complementary or triadic. WebSafe colors are the 216 colors that all users can see regardless of their computer display. Because computer video cards are more powerful and display using True Color 32-bit or High Color 24-bit are more common than use of safe colors is less of a concern. In certain situations, it's important that the color on the printed material matches exactly what the designer intended. Standardized color systems and associated ink formulations have been developed to identify and label specific colors in the design and printing industry. These are called spot colors. Because a printer has to add a specific plate to a spot color, it can be expensive. The most widely known color matching system is the Pantone Matching System PMS color. It's used a printed PMS swatch book to choose your colors, and again, the printer has to add those specific plates in order to create the spot color, so this tends to be a relatively expensive way. So let's take a look at de-stressing. If you get too stressed on your job, your work can suffer, which in turn simply increases your anxiety. It's possible to take your work seriously but not become overly stressed about it. When you feel overburdened, try a few simple tactics to relieve the pressure. Keep a sense of humor. Take a coffee break, go for a walk, listen to music, try to stay focused, and make sure to eat right and exercise daily. Good nutrition and physical fitness are great stress busters. Some key concepts to take away. The RGB color model uses red, green, and blue of different intensities of light to create a range of colors. It's used to show color on an electronic display. The CMYK color model uses cyan, magenta, yellow, and black pigments to create a range of colors. CMYK is used to reproduce colors on printed materials. HSB is the color model based on human perceptions of color, hue, saturation, and brightness. It's used to make adjusting colors easier and can be used in either RGB or CMYK mode. The color mode tells the computer which color model data to use to represent colors. The two main color modes are RGB and CMYK. You use RGB for products that are viewed on the screen and CMYK for printed. Using a color wheel and understanding concepts like complementary analogous colors, as well as terms like shade, tint, and tone, help you recognize and use color theory in your projects. You can use different colors to set different modes in your projects. Using color themes like monochromatic, complementary, triadic, analogous can create color harmony in your projects. Color matching systems like WebSafe Colors and PMS make it easier to accurately reproduce colors no matter where they're viewed and where they're printed. If you have any questions about color and digital media, don't hesitate to ask.